This is episode 99 of the Rohit radio show. We have come a long way. 99th episode means 99 weeks. So it's been a long ride. So in this video, I want to talk about why and when to attend the AGM of a company, the annual general meeting of a company. Before I talk about the why, I want to talk about what you should be doing before you attend the AGM of a particular company. Just going to an AGM doesn't mean anything. There are certain things that a stock market investor must do before he or she decides to attend the AGM of a company. Number one, study the basics of the business. Let's take the example of Castrol, for example. Castrol is a lubricant oil company in India. It has been in business for the past 100 years. It's a debt-free company, good free cash flows, good operating cash flows. It's a regular dividend-paying company, decent return on equity. So, fantastic company, market leader in its space. So, these are the basics of the company. You should know something about the company before you decide to attend the annual general meeting of the company. You should know some basics about the sector. Number two, study the past 10 years of financial history. Take an Excel sheet, download the past 5 annual reports of the company, or past alternate 5, because we want 10 years worth of data. So if you download the past alternate 5 years annual reports, every annual report has got 2 years worth of data. So 5 annual reports will give you 10 years worth of data, financial data. Get that financial data, put it on an Excel sheet. You can see the trends. Is the revenue increasing? Is the profit increasing? Are the margins increasing? Is the cash component increasing? Is the free cash flow increasing? These are the things that you can see before you choose to attend the annual general meeting. Now you have a very good idea of what you are dealing with. Okay, so study the past 10 years at least worth of financial history of the company. Number 3, read the annual report of the company. Before the AGM is announced, in fact, the AGM is announced in the annual report of the company. So the annual report is generally 200 to 400 pages. And if you just focus on the critical information in the annual report, it should not take you more than 2 hours to read the entire annual report. Read the annual report of the company. Try to understand as much as you can about the business. Just reading the annual report will give you enough information to go and attend the AGM of the company, plus the 10 years worth of financial data, of course. Some companies have 10 years worth of data in their annual report, some don't have. So you make sure you get that data and you see the overall trends, what is going on in the company. Number 4, read the latest 4 press releases of the company. Every company is releasing quarterly reports. Every company keeps releasing something in the media, the press releases. So go to the internet, type the name of the company in Google and find out lately what is happening in the company. Is there any news item related to the company that will give you an idea of what is going on? So for example, a company like Dr. Lal Path Labs recently bought a company called as Suburban Diagnostics, which operates in the western part of India. So that's news. So when you look at that kind of news, you know that this company has made a large acquisition. It has paid around 1,000 crores to buy this company. So that's a big point that is going to be discussed in the AGM. So before even attending the AGM, you know what to expect in the AGM. Don't just go there and sit and just attend. You won't understand what is going on there. Number 5, while you are reading the annual report, while you are collecting all this data, while you are looking at numbers, there might be some questions that come to your mind. Write down these questions, jot down these questions, because in the annual general meeting, the management of the company is going to be there, or at least the representative of the management is going to be there. The board of directors are going to conduct that meeting for you. So you can ask these questions there. You are allowed to ask questions there. They have a queuing system where you can register yourself as the speaker and then you can ask these questions. It will be answered then and there. So do these 5 things before you go and attend the AGM. First is study the basics of the business. Second is study the past 10 years worth of financial history. Number 3, read the annual report. Number 4, read the latest press releases of the company. And number 5, be ready with your questions. Now, this is what you need to do before you go to the AGM. Now, the basic question is, why should you attend an AGM in the first place? When you have all of this data, what is the point in attending the AGM? Because whatever the company has done in the past, everything is reflected in the numbers. So why take that effort to actually go and attend the AGM or get online and attend it virtually? Why to do that? There are 2 reasons. Number 1, like you, there are other shareholders who are attending that meeting, and there might be older shareholders who are attending that meeting. So, for example, you might have bought this company, the stock in this company last year. So, you are a 1-year-old shareholder. There might be another shareholder who has been holding the stock for the past 2 decades. I have attended AGMs where people have held on to their stocks for the past 37 years, right? So these are older shareholders. They know the company much better than you know. So when they are asking questions to the board of directors, carefully listen to those questions and carefully listen to these answers, because they are having an intelligent conversation about the business here. The way they understand the company, you don't understand it yet because you are a newbie in this business. You have just held on to the stock for 1 year, but these guys have been holding it for 20 years. They know the company better than you. So just sit there and listen to that conversation. Even if you just understand the question, that itself is more than enough. Forget about understanding the answer of the question. That question might not even come to your mind because you are new to the company. So just the fact that you are understanding the question that is being asked by an experienced shareholder, that itself is a great achievement. Number 2, you will come to know what is the burning issue of a company. Every company has got some or the other burning issue, which is why shareholders are nervous. So for example, if you look at a company like Castrol, the burning issue in this company right now is electric vehicles. Every other shareholder is concerned that if electric vehicles become mainstream, electric vehicles don't use lubricant oils as much as the normal internal combustion engines. So shareholders are fearful that if electrical vehicles become mainstream, Castrol will be selling less lubricant oil in the future, which will reduce the revenue and thereby reducing the margins and then thereby eating away into the equity of the company. That's the burning issue. Similarly, a burning issue for something like ITC would be regulations related to the cigarette industry. Or for some FMCG company, the burning issue might be increasing prices of commodities. So what is the burning issue of the company? Some or the other shareholder will be there who will be asking that question. And if you see something that is coming up over and over again, if you are attending the AGM of a company every year for the past 3-4 years, you will find that one question keeps coming up over and over again and the management is not able to address that question. That's the burning issue of the company. So you as a shareholder of the must know what is the hot button, what is wrong with the company or what can go wrong with the company, so that you can form your own independent opinion. So there is a way to attend the AGM. Don't just go there and sit. You will not learn anything. Do your homework before you go to the AGM. You must know more about the company than the board of directors. You must know the numbers in and out. The board of directors are very busy, but you are not busy. You have the time to do all the numbers and ratio analysis and all this, which the board of directors of the company are not doing. So you can question them. Okay? So do these things before you attend the AGM of the company. Thank you so much.